Barakta Yahweh, wa Barakta Yahweh Shai. Once the high praise to Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai. I want to double honors to the elders at GMS Great Stone. And shalom to you brothers that do the work of the Most High sincere and in truth. Now we are the Hebrew Israelite, right? We work here in Apple Tree, Kingston, Jamaica. Right, so the prophet the downfall of this wicked system which is so-called Babylon, which is America, right? Mystery Babylon. Also known as Egypt, Sodom and Gomorrah, right? As Sodom, because of the folly where America pushed worldwide, right? The precept we have us. I also here to declare the rising of Israel, right? The rising of the elect of Israel, and the glory will come with that. Whatever declare with Lord, I will save a name unto you people, to teach you people have a true heritage, right? Why are they not? Why would they in this condition are we not today? How we come out of it, right? This is Zephaniah 1, verse 14. The day of the Lord is near. It is near. Right. The first thing he said, the day of the Lord is near. Right. What is the day of the Lord? Destruction, famine, pestilence, unrest. It's the day of the Lord. Not a nice thing to look forward to. As in, you people are live wicked. Right, because the people refuse to return. Wow. Right, so I'm contrary to what the church teach about the day of the Lord or happy day. That's not the day of the Lord. The day of the Lord is weakness and desolation. Go on. And they hate greatly, even the voice of the day of the Lord. Yeah, we are the voice of the day of the Lord. But when the Lord like speak, she profits them. Right, that's why you have been at the highways today and talk the most around the dust in the Lord. Dust in the Bible. Go on. The mighty men shall cry there bitterly. Right. And the day is a day of wrath. Right, it's a day of wrath. Why is a day of wrath? The most are wrath to people because they keep breaking them laws and them statutes. Right, and you refuse to return back to him. So the most are wrath with you people, first and foremost. Then the most are wrath with the so-called Eden them, who are put in a slavery, and still having a slavery and refuse to let it go. Talking about the so-called white man, right? Which is the Edomite, talking about the Chinaman, which is the Moabite, talking about the so-called Japanese, which are the Ammonites, so-called Africans them, which are the Hamites. We're not those people. We're the nation of Israelites, right? Go on. A day of trouble and distress. What kind of trouble? Civil unrest. We're not going to rise up against the politicians and to kill them. Why? Because they might lead in astray. They're not leading on the so-called white man and to bring in what? Martial law and the Alpha chip. To chip you people and kill who them can kill. That's right. Right? Go on. A day of wasteness and desolation. Right, a day of wasteness. Because ultimately what comes to America? Thermonuclear destruction. Right? The most I ordained them from the foundation of the earth to destroy America. And I'm going to do them will. That's why America right now in a hard nation right now spread democracy. Like the people in them country they ask America to come give them democracy. No, what America do? Rob, pollute and messed up people's heritage. That's how America do yo. Them in all countries I do what? Rob riches. When they not for gold, them not for oil, not for opium. You name it, from a resource America fight yo. Go on. A day of dirt and gloominess. Right. A day of clouds and thick darkness. A day of trumpet and alarm. Right. Against trumpet and alarm. What is an alarm? Alarm is a thing we set for now reach a certain time period. You get you waking up. So you got work. And you need to reach work 7:30 or 8 o'clock. Right? You set the alarm before the time you reach work. So right now, we are the alarm out here right now. We're out here to wake up the elect of Israel before the destruction comes. Right? Right, go on. Against the fenced cities and against the high towers. Right. And I will bring distress upon men that they shall walk like blind men. Right, our people already walk like blind. But guess what? It will come even worse. Well, we're not going to literally bug out and don't know what the next thing because Right now we have vein over look towards. But in the coming months, in the coming months, we're going to see yo, the vein up them going to have the really vein. And then we're going to really lose it because we're opener. You open at Jamaica for getting better. When Jamaica now get better, you open in America for get better. This so-called new world or new age.
That's right.
That's not look for you, not for the Heavenly Father to come back and restore Israel. Bring peace on earth. After destroy total of you wicked ass niggas. We not look for that.
That's right.
Right? We not look for the own pocket. We not own so-called well-being, which is not even a well-being. We not own destruction. Right? And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into a ditch. That's the so-called politician might tell us now, like Roger Clark come out and say, yo, 2014 is a make or break here for Jamaica. And this is what you people do towards the, this society are going to determine the chaotic response that will take place out here.
Right.
Which is already ordained by the Heavenly Father first and foremost, and then by the so-called white man to bring this new world order. Right? So them know what come, and they have an idea what come, but them not tell you people straight up. You have to be that they know. You have to get the eye to see, the most have to get the eyes to see and the ears to hear. Right? Go on.
That they shall walk like blind men.
Right.
Because they have sinned against the Lord.
Right. Why? Because they sin against the Heavenly Father. That's why. You just like you have your father at home. Him set laws and gear and say you don't break them liar. In order for you learn, say not to break them liar, you have to have punishment for the laws that them set. As them would have enough enforcement, them would have the power behind them. It's like now say you don't do this and if you do it what? So nothing will come happy. Think you most I play. The most I said don't do this and you do it. There's punishment afterwards.
That's right.
Exactly. And their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them.
Right.
In that day.
Your riches not gonna save you. Your riches not gonna save you. Why? Because you trust in that. You never trust in the Heavenly Father name and His Son name. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You never trust in that name to deliver. You trust that in a something where vain, which is nothing, which now have no value, which you more important than it. Because without you it not have no value. Right? That's how stupid you people become.
That's right.
You put money over human beings.
Over themselves.
Over yourself. Over the Heavenly Father. Which make it even worse.
That's right.
Right? I expect you not get punishment for that. The scripture says your blood will go pour up on the street. Literally. You're going to have half a to be a bloody city, yo. A bloody city. Why? Because you possess.
Dog are gonna name them body too.
Dog and junk are going to feed for me, yo.
That's right.
Right? You know what the movie name with Will Smith, man?
Legion.
No, it's The Legend.
The Legend. I Am Legend.
Yeah, I Am Legend. Right? Half a church will become like that.
Wasteland.
He say, yo, in our pocket, I say, yo, I'm gonna go deserve. What the fuck?
Second is that, so 15 or 14. You have a market?
I have a pocket. Start from bus. That's 60. Start at 22. No, start from 90.
This is 2nd Ezra 19.
No, second is 16 and 9.
Oh, 16, verse 19. Behold, famines and plague, tribulation and extinguish are sent as a surge, anguish as a surge for amendment. Behold, famine and plague.
It's a famine and plague.
Tribulation, go on, and anguish are sent as a surge
And a scourge.
Scourge.
Most of the beat you people with what? Famine, tribulation, anguish out. What?
for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness.
The care with the most time, or the most time beat you people. While the arm steady, you still be wicked.
That's right.
Still a call upon Buddha, still a call upon Selassie, still a call upon Ra, still a call upon Jesus.
That's right.
Right? You still have to feel for call upon them Monday. Night time when the most time doing instruction for you people. Go on.
Nor be always mindful of your scourges.
Right, now the thing, you're not going to understand why you're being punished. You're not going to know why. Go on.
Behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in a good case.
Right, so people can still maintain to live life now. Right, because they still can go to the supermarket and buy goods. You might not be there to the level where you would want to be, but guess what? You still can eat. So you think they're in a good condition right now.
That's right.
What?
And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
Right, so we are see the evil grow. The more time pass, and the more evil we see, and the more heartless people become.
That's right.
It's a iniquity shall wax. The much you see me? But it's a basically wickedness shall grow, yo. What?
For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine,
Right.
and the others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
Right, so who have food, who don't have food are going to dead for hungry, and who would have food, but not kill for the food they have.
That's right.
Simple as that, yo. Or just the government are going to take the food they have also, because according to Obama, when time you have martial law passed, right, they're responsible for all resources. When who give that power. Right, but that's how the so-called leaders of this world today operate and how them think. Go on.
And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them.
Right, they're not going to funeral a keep.
That's right.
But not going out here mourn for nobody. Is escape or die. And guess what? If the most time no we tell you not to escape, you're going to die, yo. What?
For the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down.
Right. Kingston are cast down. Montego Bay, America, New York, every city, yo, they have what? Civil unrest. Go on, that.
There shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it.
So like, man like Irwin and Sizzler them,
Yeah.
them man not gonna do that till the earth again, yo. We are still gonna say, yo, till this side, right?
Plant.
Yeah, they're not gonna do that for till the ground again.
That's right.
What got mo? Them are gonna have to fend for themselves. And defend to survive, yo. And by any means possible, them can do it. Which all who take up the sword are going to be dead by the sword. And the scripture says, go on.
The trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them?
So guess what? Naturally, you have things that grow wild just the same. But nobody not going to be able to reap them. Why? Because majority of the people get put to death.
That's right.
So you have apple grow, mango tree, all the fruit tree that we have. But nobody not going to be able to reap them. What?
The grapes shall ripen, and who
shall ripen, what?
ripen, and who shall tread them? For our places shall be desolate of men.
Empty men. Empty men. What is the reason why it's going to be that way there? because guess what, I got drafted. So-called, the Prime Minister gonna send the Queen of England or America, send the troops, yo. Send for men to come war.
That's right.
So most of the men are gonna do it. End up in the Middle East and fight the so-called white man war. And get put to death. Go on.
Tell them to kill all Matty boy. So that one man shall desire to see another. There is voice. For of a city there shall be 10 left.
Right.
And two of the field which shall hid themselves in the thick groves.
Right. So some are gonna escape by hiding. Go on.
And in the cliffs of the rocks, as in an orchard of olives upon their tree, there are left 3 or 4 olives. Or as when a vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of them that diligently seek through the vineyard. Even so, there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that searcheth their houses with the sword.
Right, so what I just say, you have men you stuff yo.
That's right.
The food. Have to rape few females yo.
That's right.
Why? Because you know up on them naked up on the street, the man stone and they say yo, lawless flesh yo. Go on.
And the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of cords, because no man shall travel thereto. The virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms.
Right.
The woman shall mourn, having no husband.
Right, so as we say about the drafting, right?
Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegroom be destroyed, and the husband shall perish of famine.
Right.
Hear now these things,
Right, so
and understand them. In the war shall the bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husband shall perish of famine.
Right, so the men are going to get put to death because men fight war, yo. So when war go on, you have most of the men get put to death. So that's why you keep yourself on beaches though, because what? In the time to come, you get them, they're going to get enough to reap. Right, we not believe to get to the father, then I'll say, yo, can I have a daughter? Because they might get put to death.
Or try to put together some sweet
Right.
speech for give her.
But I thought they might go willingly come to you.
That's right.
So now people go to them. Right, so this whole with so-called polite or polite, I say oh James teach say you can take woman or rape woman, whatever way they want to call it, right? And not they don't believe in that because they don't believe in the Bible. Now the Bible basically. Right? And what kind of God would I make people them do that? Being effeminate and stupid, yo.
That's right.
And Americanized. Go on. So I said the woman them are going to mourn you because them husband are get put to death. So I go to them, what comfort the woman in them time there? And them don't need comfort. Right? Them are going to willingly accept you themselves and need to forget comfort you. Go on.
Hear now these things and understand them. Ye servants of the Lord, behold, the word of the Lord receive it. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. Behold, the plagues draw nigh,
Right.
and are not slack. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son
Right.
within 2 or 3 hours, or her birth, great pain compassed her womb.
Right, that's the word you're telling now. Right? A time now for get delivered. Right? Time now for the water break and we get delivered. We're near that time period yo, when I got Jacob's trouble. Right? when all hell gonna break loose.
That's right.
And they have anguish and pain throughout the world, yo. It already start, yo. So, that's why I have prophets out here for warn you people and tell you people who are come. Go on.
Thy slack, not a moment.
They slack not a moment.
Salakia.
Right, so the most I speedily bring down the system, yo, and this kingdom. Speedily, it might look slow to you people, but speedily it happen. Right? Everything has collapsed now, right? Form and right, order when it's set up for collapsing now. Because the most of the things in the order. Right? And this has happened before this armor, and this happened before this armor. So them set it up, them are daring to go, which go back to order. Right? Go on.
Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the word shall mourn, and the world shall mourn. No, Salakia, the world shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it.
Like the most I could have collapsed this already long time. As in just drop it already and done with it and just deliver Israel. But no, the most I set it in a motion. We set the world in a motion and the order the motion. Matter of fact, movement is a order. One foot go back, right, or one foot stay back. So the most I put a motion on the world, be pure. Right, so in order to have famine, you have to have things to prepare the famine. So the famine, so when them things that happen, then the famine shall come. And then again to him do that so that in elect can see what come.
That's
and
right.
time them in. So we can see the signs them. We are come. And know the time we in. Imagine if most of them are giving no time or no sign. Whatsoever, I know information on what come. Right? One day they sit down and just hear books. Everything collapse, yo, with no warning. But the Most High is just a gracious God and a merciful God. He give warning, yo. So who to take heed, take heed. Who to be the idiot and continue walk along, thinking life will continue in this society this way. Continue to do that so you can lead your death.
That's right.
But who to take heed, I will take heed and walk with the path of life. Which is right. Which is righteousness, which is knowing the scriptures, which is knowing about the God, right? Knowing about the power, knowing name, knowing one will, so you can walk in the rightful path of righteousness. Right? Our precept.
This is Isaiah 34 verse 1. Come near, ye nation, to hear and hearken, ye people, let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations.
Right, so nobody now escape the Most High hand, yo. Nobody now escape the Heavenly Father hand. He said judgment must begin at the house of the Lord first. And if at us where the ungodly shall be, I will come to the ungodly. So we're being judged right now, right? For our iniquities that we're doing in the past. And even presently basically because every day we sin. Right? That's the way them close that road with sin, yo. So we're being punished. See all of them iniquity there. But the Most High have mercy upon the nation. I remember what I was supposed to say, the Most High punish the nations different from when punish Israel. Right? When punish, I think I borrow. And when punish the nation them, swear out, but Israel in punish them and give them mercy. Like what I'm saying, I wish them a Solomon. I wish them a Solomon. When you talk about nation Israel come out of Egypt, or the Most High punish them in the wilderness, but the Egyptian them in the worst of them. I think that last part of Solomon.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 12, verse 17. For when men will not believe that thou art of a full power, thou showest
Thy strength.
thou showest thy strength.
So all the Most High, first and foremost, the Most High have to make people believe. When the Most High make people not to believe and people to believe, some can declare name, some can show strength. One vessel for honor, one vessel for dishonor. The elect, the honor, 2/3 for dishonor. One.
And among them that know it, thou makest their boldness,
Their
boldness manifested. But thou, mastering thy power, judges with equity, and orders us with great favor. For thou mayest us poor,
Mayest use power,
when thou wilt,
no will.
but by such works as thou taught thy people.
Right, so with these things the Most High teach Israel. Right, he used experience to teach Israel, say, yo, me are the only God. Right, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right, and through him all things exist basically, and through him there's no other God basically. Right, as in him are the only thing you have to believe in. So he make some man believe some God, so-called God, right, say them are God, and then when do prove to them today, yo, these are not gods.
That's right.
I am the only God. Go on.
But by such works as thou taught thy people, that the just men should be merciful, and hast made thy children to be of a good hope, that thou givest repentance of sin.
Right, for sin.
For if thou didst punish the enemies of thy children, and the condemned to death with such desolation, giving them time and place whereby they might be delivered from their malice, with how great circumspection didst thou judge thy own sons, unto whose fathers thou hast sworn and made covenant of good promises.
Right, so the Most High judge the Eden them also, but it be on a different level than with him sons them. Just like if you have a father and him say, yo, as an example, don't go a river, or don't do this, don't do that, I'm not going to do this to you, right? And you decide to go with some other pitney, or some other people pitney, then the Most High, when the father come and say go a river, or do break whatever lie him have, he's not going to beat the whole a owner, or if he's not going to beat the whole a owner, he's not going to beat you, just like when beat them. Because you have you as his own. Right? So I'm going to do that different. Right? I'm going to do that for character and give mercy. But on a wider level now, with Israel and the world now, the Most High judge Israel, the Israel learn, so them can be righteous and be a ruler. But when the Most High punish this and nation, them are going to punish them more, so you can say, yo, me love uno, and me make them keep you. Right? You get that? What?
Therefore, whereas thou doest chasten us,
Thou dost chasten us. Those scourges our enemies and
those scourges our enemies 1,000 times more.
Right, see that? The Most High beat with, but guess what? The so-called white man and the so-called other nations them, the Most High beat them 1,000 times more. So when scripture say I go to the so-called white man, might get double when do to him. So most time the white man, the so-called white man beat in a slavery, lynch of people, and then the most time go punish him more. Might get it in this almost 500 years, might get it 1,000 years, double. Revelation.
That's right.
Revelation that's some
No.
Revelation.
Got 13 and 10. 13 and, got it 13 and 10. Or start from
That's the
9.
question.
Huh?
That's the question.
Define it.
Who is your God?
Answer the man, we ask. Your God and your God.
I don't know your God. So you serve. You serve the mother and father, your God.
Shut the priest.
This is Revelation 13 verse 9. If any man have an ear let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Right.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Right, so the so-called white man and the other nation them come together and put all people, so-called Jamaicans, Trinidad, West Indies, so-called Americans in slavery. Not only these people, the so-called Hispanics, Mexicans, all them people there, want to know Native Americans, them been a slave just the same like we.
That's right.
But the most I say all who put in a slavery have been our slavery. So what comes to the so-called white man? We're going to be servants now.
That's
We're
right.
going to put whipcraft them back. We're going to put them in a chains and shackles.
Jeremiah 14.
Right, we're going to walk on them back like when they
Isaiah
walk away.
14.
We're going to do a lot of things. We're going to do what them do to me now. Double. Right?
Yeah, hold on. Read.
This is Isaiah 14 verse 21.
Rest start from 1.
Isaiah 14 verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel.
Right, so the Most High God have mercy, because God is a merciful God. Right, but not to the whole world like a church teacher. But God have mercy to who? Read it again, Acts.
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
And Jacob, who is Jacob? Them people on the side. Right? So-called West Indians, the American Negroes, to them the good. Right? Them are Jacob now, Israel, go on.
And will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land.
Right now, which land belongs to Israel? Which land belongs to Israel? Galana? Jamaica belongs to it. Well, the world belongs to Israel basically, because the Most High say, oh, the earth is the land and the fullness thereof. And then the Most High say, create the world for our sake.
That's right.
But the Most High give you a specific border in which to rule, right? Which is the land of Israel, right? Which is on the river Nile to the river Euphrates, right? Go on.
And the strangers shall be joined with them.
Right. Go on.
And they shall cleave with the house of Jacob, and the people shall take them and bring them to their own place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
So they're going to serve you. Right? Now what? We are kings, right? And in order to rule a kingdom, right? Because the word kingdom are two words that put together basically. Dominion, right? And king. So in order to be a king, you have to have a dominion or a area you rule over, right? So We are going to rule from the nation, from the land of Israel, and we are going to rule the world in the laws and statutes the Most High give us. We're going to teach them how to live upright. Right? They're not going to fuck us our condom free as them think them can do it, and they get punishment for. Because when a society they can't do that.
That's right.
Fuck us they can walk up and down, and nobody can do nothing. They don't get penalized by the law. Right? We show that this system is a wicked system. Right?
And they shall take them captives, whom captives they were.
So who they have captive? Who they have captives? I still have a captive body. Who have our people as slaves today? Around 95. Which nation of people do that? Which nation of people do that, yo? The so-called white man, they're going to the purple state. The so-called white man bring you people from the west coast of Africa. The so-called Africans, them capture you people and sell the so-called white man. We're Africans, we're the same people. Right? We're enemies to the so-called Africans. Right? Why you think say, yo, you never say, so-called African I said them come to go and live and nobody from Jamaica.
18 verse 6, start from 5.
I never can see them people. I never say, yo, we're people from Jamaica, I said people. We're not do that, and we do that. Our people say, yo, we are Africans. I associate myself with the so-called Babylonians. Yeah. Give me Joel. Shoot. Start from the 1, Joel 3:1.
Joel 3 verse 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat,
which is in the Middle East, right? Which Jehoshaphat is going at the valley of decision, judgment. One,
and will plead with them there for my people.
I'm going to plead with the so-called Edens them, which are nations, for who? For him people. Why? Because them put in a slavery. That's what we don't say. Them beat it, kill the people them yo. Destroy nation, make them believe them are Jamaicans. Destroy the people them with fluoride. So you have people born retarded. Or you have people walk today will look at them face. You say come up clean clothes madman. Right? Because all really mad yo. Mental ill because they can't think logically. They show our people logic and say yo, we think about this. And you think the reason them gay is say yo, the mental ill yo. What?
And for my heritage Israel,
right,
whom they have scattered among the nation.
Right, so that I need to know the most are scattered Israel through these people. The so-called Eden, Israel is scattered. So they're all over the world. So that's the most I get Israel from all nations. We, see that? Blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, Negroes, and Mr. Black. Right? We are the Israelites. One.
And parted them land.
Hold on, read that again.
Whom they have scattered among the nations and parted them my land.
My land. So what's going on in the Middle East now? In the so-called Israel. You have Hezbollah. You have Palestine. You have
Gaza.
You have Gaza.
Yeah.
And you have the so-called Israelis them. And fight for our land. Right? But guess what? Tell our people say yo, that land belongs to you, to them. That's what them say yo. We are the Negroes, Latinos and Native Americans. Tell them say yo, the land of Israel belongs to them and not the so-called white man. They never born over there, so that's to them land. That's how the all people think yo. But guess what, you have men who fight for our land. Right? I remember the brother where the elements talk about them, we bring out the information say the Jews them left black and come back white. The world knows that the so-called Jewish people them are not the real Jews. The one that didn't know. The man is sitting down on Satan according to scripture.
Revelation 2.
Right? The man is the devil. The so-called white man are the devil. Yeah. Which them fake.
In the Middle East,
African, hold on. Now the East, right? They must say before the West get populated or inhabited, people used to live in the East, right? And back then they have everybody basically they have pigmentation or color, right? So it was a curse. It's man born white, right? So the so-called white man was the first. The Edomites was the first white man, so-called white man, right? And them are the only basically. Now, what we have to say is this. People deceive our people with fake knowledge. I think you learn today say yo over there so belong to some white people. No. Right, and we're not doing color leader, we are doing nation of Israel. Right, so when we speak we are saying Israel. Because you can't look white and you're white. One.
and they have cost lots for my people.
Speaking of on the behalf of slavery, when them put the people on action block and them bid for them. And guess what them bid for them with? On war, on barrel of wine, shoes. Them bid. We never value nothing to them. It was like a merry-go-round thing or like a joke something. Right? They never still we work nothing in them eyes, so them use what? A war. A war, yo. One shoes, a barrel of wine. That's how the soccer white man view you people. But you people believe that the soccer white man is your friend. Right? Go on.
And I've given a boy for an harlot and sold a girl for wine that they might drink.
Right.
Yeah. And what have he to do with me? Or Terry and Zidon?
Which Tyre and Zidon is a twin city in Africa. Right? Them people are so-called Africans. Why the most I asking this question? What not to do with me? Right? Because the most I choose Israel, not the so-called Amite. Right? The most I choose Israel. So we're not doing the most in a father and son of fear.
That's right.
The most I ask them. One.
And all the coast of Palestine.
One.
Will you render me a recompense?
Will you pay about the most I will do to the children then? Right? Imagine you have a son and someone take away your son. Right? And do whatever they want to do with your son. You're the one payment for that. You're the one recompense, you're the one them pay back. Or revenge, you're the one vengeance. Get upon them on there. That's how the most I feel. Right? He said if anybody touch Israel, touch the apple and eye. Right, go on.
And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head.
So guess what happened to the Africans then? What happened to them? Guess. They're not going to slavery. Why? We're going to sell them back in a slavery. We're going to own them first. Isn't it? They're going to sell them in a slavery again.
That's right.
Right? Okay, they're going to tell you. That's what they're going to return.
Recompense.
Right? Go on.
Because ye have taken my silver and my gold.
Right, so them robbery. Right, them robbery. Now we let them sell in a slavery, them robbery. Then guess what? The so-called white man rob them back. You see that? When the so-called white man in Africa, I rob them said up to today. Mining, gold, diamond, all of them precious metal, minerals that them have in Africa. Guess what happened to them? That get taken away from them by the so-called white man.
That's a black African there.
They're not involved with Israel. Now you have people in so-called Africa where are Israelites, because as we said before, Israel in the whole world was scattered. But the Hamites, them descendants of Ham, right? Them that belong to the Most High.
So we distinguish them
by spirit, yo. By spirit. Their spirit different from our spirit. And not only that, the Most High himself had called Israel back. So guess what? You not have no Hamite to call back to the truth. Give me Romans, I think at 8 and 6. how you differentiate them.
100 chaser, Taylor.
Because we can't look upon them and tell, say, well, we can be to a certain level, but we're not going to be 100% correct all the time.
Go ahead.
Right?
Come on, come on.
100 chaser, Taylor.
Alright, go on.
Read on it.
100 chaser. This is Romans 8 verse 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are children of God.
Right, so the Spirit itself, one Spirit, this, the understanding of the scriptures though, if the prophecy them are this fulfill with you or them are work with you, then you can tell so you them belong to Israel. As we said before, you're not going to have no other Indians are going to come in and get the truth. The most time I'm going to put in truth and fully truth in a so-called African or so-called Edomite, so-called white man. Right? I'm going to put in a Israel because them are from the Polish and earth to get the truth. Right? And he said either know the truth shall just make him free. And you shall know the truth and the truth shall make you free. So like yeah. Right? So that's how we can tell. So what our job to do? I just teach the word. That's our job. If a man looks like an African or a so-called white man, and him come and him listen, and him have a humble spirit and him learn, then who's me from to fight against him and say when I'm Israelite? Right? We can't do that.
Right, Lord.
Right? So the word itself pick up back Israel. Most of them do that through the word. Go on. It's not going to do with color, it's not going to do with race and spirit.
Race and spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but which race?
Israel. Because you know what race is not hard.
Not like Chinese, black, white. But race, all of them the race.
No. The race don't go by color.
Oh, alright. Yeah, but like a Chinese and an Indian, two different races, right?
Alright. But you know what I'm saying about not trying to make it clear to you.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Right?
Yeah.
No. If you descend from a true Chinese lineage,
Yes.
and that just look like a Chinese, right? Then you are Chinese, right? But suppose you take a Chinese woman and breed her,
Yeah.
and child behave about and look like a Chinese.
Mixed race, that one
No, it
true
wouldn't
bred.
be mixed. It would be basically it might be you, right? Because of your seed passed on and continue on.
So Israel is a race itself. The word Israel is a race of people.
Yes. That's it. So it don't really matter which one woman is sleeping. As long as the man want Israelite, then I want Israel. Right?
It's Exodus 11 verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that he may know how the Lord does put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
Right, so Egyptians them are one so called Ammon. Right? The descent of Ammon from Am. No. Right, descent from Am. So the most time tells the difference between the Egyptians and the Israelites. But guess what? Egyptians them black too. See that, so it's not about color. It's about spirit and about the gene and race who's want to come from. Because the most of the promise to Israel, to Abraham, Isaac and Jacob, which Jacob into Israel. So you're going to make them seed, be kings and priests on earth. So if you come from that man's seed, and you are his seed, then the promise belongs unto you. And you're supposed to open at that promise. Why you're up now? What you see for the future? What you look forward to? Why you're up?
It's not a spiritual thing.
You're hopeless right now.
No, let me say, because of material, you are hope to certain things. And now everybody else, all the man is not a Christian.
You're hoping in riches and house
No,
and everything.
really, I'm on the hope saying why you sustain
Yeah.
yourself. I'm on the hope.
That's your hope.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you.
Right? This is Romans 8 verse 24. Romans 8 verse 24. For we are saved by hope, but hope that is seen is not hope.
Right.
For what a man saith, why does he yet hope for?
You're supposed to open at things to come. And guess what? There's only one true hope. And any other hope, some hope for you have in vain and don't exist. You're the ability that you believe in a false dream. But true hope, give me a
what do you believe about the resurrection? The Lord said, shall be second. You believe those people die, they're coming back to live again and the earth?
yeah. But guess what? Better answer, yeah, we believe that when they dead, they'll come back. Come live here.
Come live back to this earth. So there's a hope then for Christians.
For Christians,
Yeah.
not the most I say Christian. But again, we are the true Christians. We are the true. When I'm in the church, I say I'm a Christian, the most I not save them. Yeah. Alright, now ask a question. Who Christ come to save?
The sinner.
The sinner, who is the sinner? Who is the sinner?
Who are transgressing law?
Who is the sinner?
Sinner who are
Who
transgressing
transgressing
law.
law?
But the
Who transgressing law?
If you're a Christian, you're not supposed to transgress it.
Who transgressed the most high law?
Let us see now then the man will kill
Which
you.
one nation? Which people?
Kill the black
Christians?
Eh?
Christians?
No, a
No.
Christian is not a nation.
We are saying the most high come to save a nation.
Christian.
Give me all my answer for
Oh,
it.
no man will say. This man will say come here now and shot you and kill you, take your life. And Matty man will run to the place. You believe that those people have a hope?
Right, hold on.
Isaiah 45 verse 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation.
But who shall be saved?
Israel.
Is a Christian?
No, but we are,
So why you putting Christian in there?
because we call ourselves a child of God.
Why was a Christian a child of God? Give me Exodus 4:22. What was the word child of God?
King James.
Exodus 4 verse 22. And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus says the Lord, Israel is my son, even my firstborn.
Who is the most high son? Read again. Salvation belongs to Israel.
As I read that Israel shall be saved. Exodus 4 verse 22. And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus saith the Lord, Israel is my son, even my firstborn.
Israel is the child of God. Or the children of God. Right? Because the word Israel comes from Hebrew Yashar Allah, which means Yah-E, Shar, Prince Allah, God. So, Prince of God. So we are sons of God.
Alright, and the sons of God are people who fear God and serve Him.
Sons of God are the Israelites.
Yep, and the Israelite them.
The sons of God are the
Yeah,
Israelites.
man said the Israelite them supposed to fear God.
Yeah, they're supposed to fear God.
When the people man them out there to fear God and do the right.
Do what is the right?
Eh?
What is the right?
Walking and we don't do the
What
thing
way
that
is
is
it?
wrong.
What we are seeing here?
Eh?
What we are seeing here?
Them left away from your observing
Right?
Ten commandments.
Right, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not thief, thou shalt not commit adultery. What do you think about those things? What do you think? Could they go those abolish?
Answer the question. Answer the question.
So if I'm on the opposite to Israel, right, it is not a Israel.
Let us show order. Let us show order how things work. Right, one? One concept.
We say I sell back the slave them general. I sell back the African them.
Alright, Psalms 147 verse 19. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgment unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation. As for his judgments, they have not known them, praise ye the Lord.
So why the Most High would have make laws and give only one people in?
One people?
Yeah. What we have to is this. Hold on, you know, in order for society learn you have to have order. Right? Order. You have in order for rulership establish, you have to have servants. You have to have people that establish the laws them and the land or put up the laws them. And you have to have people follow them. You know, the most have to extinct, have to show everybody Israel above everybody else. So him choose Israel to himself and say, yeah, what? Other nation are not dealing with. Them, well, you don't have to come to me, you have to go through them. Them to order, but you can't, if you don't have an organization in your work, you can just keep the man above you and go to the next one. That's
so wait, so wait a second. The nation, them last and if them not come to Israel.
Them are going to be servants to it.
Yeah. So if them not come the way to them, them last.
Them are going to know them part, they're not going to last, they're going to know them and do, they're going to be servants. What we are saying is this, right? In order to have order, everything have a different role on the earth. Well, I know, your head and your foot. You want to say the role? Where your head do, where your brain do. You know, where your brain do.
Your brain do different from your
brain control the whole body, no? Hold on, so the most time have a nation which is Israel. But hold on, which the most time use Israel to run the world. Right, so that have servant, your shoes, your foot carry around, you need a foot to walk. Right? But guess what? After a part of your body, in a sense, after a part of the heaven, after a part of the body of the most high, in a sense. Right? But there's an order to think, that's all you have to say. Now that your foot move, it's like you mess up the step.
Yeah. And the reason we have order, you have chaos if you have the order. But what I say now, you say the order that in the Israelite there. Like you say, you have to be an Israelite for the order that in you.
No, you have to understand the whole order on earth. That Mr. Master, that's a simple message, right? Hold on, that's Mr. Master. The whole order on earth, the whole rulership, the whole kingdom. In order to be a king, you have to have servants. Okay, but hold on, but the kings them are going to do what? Are going to pass on law to who?
Who are the kings?
Israel.
Yeah, then I'm asking now, who are the servants?
The so-called other nations.
Yeah, then I'm asking now, them other nations, the last.
Then the last.
So they come to Israel then?
They can't come to Israel. Hold on, they can't come to the father Israelites.
Alright, so you want to say it means not, me don't born an Israelite.
You're a servant.
Yeah, alright, suppose me want to become a
Israelite. You can't become that, we are trying to tell you.
So you go a bird, natural bird.
Exactly, that's what I say. That's how we say from here, that's what we just all spiritual, like you say, okay, we're going to become an Israelite.
Right? You say I'm born an Israelite. And if you don't born an Israelite, you're going to get Adamite. So that would be servant to the
Second Ezra 3 verse 30. For I have seen how thou sufferest them. For I have seen how thou sufferest them sinning, and hast spared the wicked doers, and hast destroyed thy people, and hast not signified it. I do not remember how this way may be left. Are they then of Babylon?
Yeah, listen to this. Are they of Babylon, go on?
Are they then of Babylon better than they of Zion?
They're not about Israel. Go on.
Or is there any other people that knoweth thee beside Israel? Or what generation also believe thy covenant as Jacob? So, and yet their reward appeareth not, and their labor hath no fruit. For I have gone here and there to the Eden, and I see that they flow in wealth. I think not upon thy commandments. Well though therefore their wickedness now in the balance, and there is also that nowhere be found but in Israel.
Right, so the most I name, they found nowhere but in Israel. Right? The most I only deal with Israel, it's simple. Imagine the most I say, alright, yeah, I'm not going to make the earth, I'm not going to throw people on the earth, and anybody who want to be kings and priests, be kings and priests. They have constant war.
Yeah, I agree with you, but one thing we can't get to them. Example, 50 million people in the world. And the whole of them is not Israel, because they're not born out of Israel. Right? So, the rest of people now, how just go with them. They just have to continue to be servants.
Yes. Never go on, huh? Never go rule. Hold on, give me a
Come on and change my status to from
You can't change it, brother.
so once be the fathers of Israelite. We do them.
You say no.